What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You saw the title, man. We're going to be talking about Four Bats today. I really wanted to come out here and discuss this because I've been listening to his music a lot recently, going back, discovering where he came from and like what's been going on. Obviously, he's been dealing with a lot of industry plant allegations that are definitely not allegations at this point. Like, it's clear that he's an industry plant, but that's part of the reason why I wanted to make this video, is because I wanted to come on here and talk about the greater issue with industry plants and like how I feel about it, how other people feel about it, and how we should feel about it as a collective, as music fans, as artists, you know what I'm saying, in general. So I just wanted to come out here and make this video really quick. We are going to be smoking before I get into this, you know what I'm saying? So we are going to be taking a dab. Going to be doing a quick time lapse so I don't get age restricted like last time. Hate that shit. But like I said, if you're smoking along with me, staying high with me, staying hydrated with me, now's your chance. We're going to take this dab and we're going to talk about some industry plans. How about that?
Girl, I got you another dress, so bring your ass up down them stairs. I buy you shit because you're rare.
Alright, so in case you live under a rock, Four Bats is a singer that's coming out of Dallas right now. One of his videos blew up a few months ago now, honestly, where he obviously didn't like the look that he was portraying. It didn't match his voice. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It definitely looked like one of those like those videos that like Woo the Savage posted, where it's like they're like in the hood and they're just like with the microphone just like hanging there. It was like, you know, the YouTube channel that does that. It was like that, you know what I'm saying? He was with all his niggas and he was like in a shiesty, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden he starts singing like on some crazy shit, and obviously it caught everyone off guard, and it was mostly a meme at that time because everyone was just like listening to the song and being like, oh, this nigga doesn't look like the song, that's crazy, you know, like shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But eventually it kind of evolved into some people being like, yo, like this is really good. And I remember hearing that and being like, damn, like this is fire. I love like pitched up vocals. I love like that sped up TikTok shit, I can't lie. So honestly, his music just really appealed to me. Plus, even without that shit, his voice is beautiful. His voice is amazing. So obviously, I don't know what they putting in that Texas water, you know what I'm saying? But that shit is crazy. So many great rappers are coming out of Texas right now. He's not really a rapper. He's more of a singer, especially since he signed to OVO recently, which is crazy. He dropped that remix with Drake that I was actually a pretty big fan of. I like that Drake on that song specifically kind of went crazy with the auto-tune. Like, you can hear it pitch. You can hear it pitch correcting, and I love that shit. That's like one of my favorite types of auto-tune personally. It's cool when people use it just like as a tool for their voice, but I also like when you just use it as like an instrument type shit too. So I like when niggas go all out with it. I also like Drake's lyrics on that track too. He's just a sassy fucking savage. But anyway, back to Four Bats, right? So obviously signing to OVO and him blowing up, and I remember seen a video of Kanye, and it was one of those annoying ass interviewers, and he was like, Kanye, who's an artist right now that's blowing up right now that you're listening to right now? And he said Four Bats. And at the time I was like, damn, that's crazy, great minds think alike. But I also was like, really? Because I was like, where the fuck did this nigga come from, bro? And that's when you really start to think, man, because like you have to be, so like think about it, right? If someone looked up, if I came out with a song, right, and it started popping, niggas would go on my SoundCloud, niggas would go on my shit, and they would see that I have other songs that are not fucking popping like at all, right? That's not the case with Four Bats. He was putting out some music before and it was popping, you know what I'm saying? I think it was definitely popping in his city, but it wasn't popping shit like it was right now. So that's what really sparked the industry plant allegations for me. And then him getting the Drake feature in the Drake cosign. At first I thought it was just Drake being petty about Kanye, because let's be realistic, he would definitely do some shit like that. But him signing him to OVO is crazy. Not to mention, you know, the Drake curse. You feel me? That's another thing I want to talk about in this too. Like, I feel like a lot of artists will get that Drake feature and then it's just downhill from there, bro. It's all downhill from there. And I feel like it's like a meme, right? But like, bro, Drake does not need to be on every song. the older I get, the more I realize that Drake is not. I got something in my eye. Crazy. Hold on. The older I get, the more I realize that Drake is just not meant to be on a lot of other instrumentals and does not. Can you imagine like a Ken Carson Drake song? I was gonna say, can you imagine a Playboi Carti Drake song? But it exists and it sucks. Because it's just weird. Like, it does not always need to happen. Pain 1993 is okay. It's okay. But, like, I almost coughed directly into the mic. But realistically, I just think that Drake doesn't need to be on every song. And seeing him on the 4BAT song just kind of cemented that industry plant allegation for me. And you know what? Even if he is, the music is good. And that's rare, bro. That's rare with industry plants. Think about the fact that we had, like, industry plants like Jumex and Baby Goss and, oh, God, man. Like, shit like that, bro. Like, this is at least good music. And I brought this up when I was talking about The Last Dinner Party. When I first found them, I was like, bro, this is everything. This is exactly what I want. Like, this is fantastic, and they're a great band too, and all this shit. And then I found out that they're just like rich white girls that use their family's generational wealth to fucking make some like some bangers that they could not fuck up. Like, literally, they could not fuck up this first record. Like, that kind of. Like, everything is so prim and proper and done to the tens and is so expertly crafted to the point where, like I said, they literally couldn't fuck up. Like, they had a producer that worked with Florence and the Machine and other huge bands on that record for their first album. Yeah. That shit low-key irks me as an artist. But, like, here's the thing. I know that comes from a selfish perspective. I know that comes from almost a jealous perspective. I know that there are a lot of artists that see that and would kill for that type of exposure, would kill for that type of opportunity. And because they don't have the money, they can't have it, right? But also, life ain't fair and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, life ain't fair, and you just gotta deal with it. You just gotta adjust. You just gotta put in the work. And if your music is good enough, if your artistry is good enough, whatever you're doing, if it's good enough, it'll reach the right audience and you'll pop off. So at the end of the day, regardless if you feel like industry plants don't matter, or regardless if you feel like I feel, and you feel like industry plants are kind of low-key annoying as hell, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you can only control what you do. You can only control how you promote your art. You can only control what you do with your art. You can only control how people see you. Who gives a fuck about other people, man? And like I said, at least in the case of 4BATs and The Last Dinner Party, the music is good. The music is good. So industry plant or not, you know what I'm saying? It happens. Plus, whenever I see like I said, my bias showing once again, whenever I see a black man as an industry plant, good for you. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Exploit those fucking rich white men. I don't give a fuck. Not to but that goes, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my bias shows, but I will never not be upfront about it. So, at least I'm honest, you feel me? And 4BATs is fantastic. So is The Last Dinner Party, you know what I'm saying? Support both of those fucking industry plants. And let me know in the comments what you guys think of industry plants, what you guys think of 4BATs, The Last Dinner Party, any other recent industry plants that you can think of. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Do people still do that? I don't even know if people still do that. But if you do, do it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.